Welcome to the deep dive. We dig through the details to find what really matters.
Right. And today we've got Keeno Worldwide's EP, Lucid Manuscripts II.
Yeah, his 20th album, which is pretty amazing. It originally came out in, 2016?
That's right, 2016. And now it's finally surfaced on all the mainstreaming platforms.
So our mission, really, is to figure out what makes this EP tick. You know, its significance, why it appeals, especially given the mix of sounds and production on there.
Exactly. We've looked into how it got here, the different producers involved, and what it kind of says about where Keeno was artistically at that point.
Okay, so diving in, Lucid Manuscripts II, it feels like a real showcase of his evolution, especially lyrically.
Yeah, I think so. And it's interesting, like you said, something from 2016 getting this wider release now.
What does that suggest, do you think?
Well, it gives us a chance to hear that specific viewpoint, that 2016 perspective, but now it's hitting potentially a completely new audience. And it's 6 tracks, good variety of styles across them, mostly because he worked with a bunch of different producers.
Right, let's talk about some tracks. For You kicks it off, YoungSwedishProdigy on production.
Yep, and it really does grab you immediately. Those beats are quite entrancing.
And his lyrics are already there, that signature style. Feels like an opening statement, you know?
It really does. Then you shift gears a bit with Memories Part 2. MontegaJade produced this one.
More introspective, I thought.
Definitely. It leans into those sort of internal reflections.
Yeah.
Shows a different side, maybe a more personal connection for the listener.
Okay, and the Paper, that one features Brianna Marin, produced by Yondo. This track seemed to get mentioned quite a bit.
Yeah, it stands out. There's a real synergy there.
You mean between Keeno and Brianna Marin?
Exactly. The melodic hooks from her, his blend so well with his kind of sharp, incisive verses. It sticks with you.
What makes that kind of collaboration click, usually?
Often it's about, well, playing to each other's strengths, isn't it? Her melodic sense probably elevates his lyrical points, and vice versa. Makes the whole thing quite infectious.
Right. And the variety doesn't stop there. Brawley, produced by So Special, that takes things in a different direction again.
Yeah, much more upbeat on that one. It just shows his range, you know? Not just one mood across the EP.
And the last one we looked at, Worldwide Trend, with DJ Pain1 producing. Even though it's older.
From 2016, yeah. But the sources suggested it still sounds pretty relevant. Surprisingly current.
Which kind of points to maybe some forward-thinking production back then.
Could be. Or just a timeless quality to certain sounds, perhaps.
Beyond just the music itself, the sources mention merchandise. Available online, ships internationally.
Right, that's part of building that wider connection, isn't it? Giving fans something tangible.
It seems pretty standard now, but still interesting how artists manage that.
And they also mentioned digital gift cards. Another way to kind of share the music, bring new people in. It's all about building that community, really.
Makes sense. And for keeping up with him now, there's a weekly newsletter.
Yeah, a way to get direct updates on his current projects and journey.
That direct line feels important today, with so much noise online.
It does. It's a more sort of personal touch in how artists engage.
So, looking at the EP as a whole, it really comes across as more than just, songs. It's presented as an experience.
Highlighting his talent not just as the rapper, the vocalist, but also as a creator, someone involved in the production side.
And the main point for listeners now is that it's super accessible. Streaming everywhere, easy to add to playlists.
Exactly. Those old barriers to finding music, they're mostly gone. You can just dive right in and explore it yourself.
And for anyone wanting the live experience, the website apparently has info on bookings and concerts.
Right, covering all the bases for how fans might want to engage.
Okay, so boiling it down. Lucid Manuscripts II, it's a key piece from Keeno Worldwide's past, showing his artistic growth, musical range.
And now it's got this second life thanks to streaming, reaching a much bigger audience than it likely did back in 2016.
Right. Which leads us to maybe a final thought for our listeners.
Go on.
Well, think about this EP's journey. Made in 2016, widely available years later via streaming. What might that tell us about how the lifespan and maybe the accessibility of music is changing in this digital age?
That's a good question. Something to chew on as you explore this EP, or even just think about your own music library. How things stick around now.